Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to CCxRC. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at HobbyPlus's newest 18th scale, the CR-18P Rock van. There's like 3 vans in the RC world, and now 2 of them are called Rock Van. Proline already had one, but now HobbyPlus has their own 18th scale Rock Van. Coincidence? Let's check it out. Alright, so first things first, let's take a quick look at the box. The way that they've got it windowed in here, it actually makes it hard to see what it is in there. So that's interesting. But luckily you get a big picture of it here on the front with that lettering that says Rock Van right there. So it says features new portal axles, bulletproof metal gear in the front and rear axles. That's cool. Clipless body mounts, new 4-channel ESCRX with buttery smooth throttle response. Ooh, we like that. Full function light system controlled by your radio. That's cool. Chassis mounted servo with pan hard bar. High torque tranny, 104/1. Wow. 1.2 millimeter thickness painted Lexan body with clear windows. They are clear with little tinted stickers on them. Very cool. Tightest turning radius of 80 centimeters. That's nice. Long run time up to 45 minutes. Large steering angle up to 45 degrees. All right. Well, those sound good. I like those stats. Let's take a look at the rest of the box here. We got the orange and the gray one here. Here we go. Here's some stats for you guys. Length is 283.5 millimeters. Height is 130 millimeters. So it's a little bit longer than the, what is it? The Gladiator by the S624 Axial. So very cool. So not super huge. Wheels are internal bead locks. Battery 7.4 volt 2S LiPo, 600 mAh. Cool stats. All right, let's. We can't mess up this unboxing because we already see the van in there, so we know which way to open it and pull it out. So that's cool. I will let you guys in on a secret. When they asked me about reviewing this, I said yes. Because of one thing. It's a van. My dad always drove vans. As a kid, we always were driving around in vans. It was the thing. May not have even been popular back then. We didn't know it as kids though, because it's what we were always driving around in. My first vehicle that my parents got for me to drive was a red van. A Dodge van to carry all my band equipment in and go to different tour stuff with. It wasn't necessarily mine. I was the main driver of it at the time. My younger brother ended up taking it when I got a different vehicle. And yeah, so there's a little history you probably didn't know about me. I was a van guy. All right, so first things first, it looks pretty cool, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. As a van fan, that's funny to say. It looks really good. Now, the stickers, I'm wondering about taking off. Maybe they'll come off easy. This could be a bad idea, and it could end up being a lot of work. Oh no, it's coming easy. Oh, it's cleanly coming off too. All right, guys, here it is out of the box. We did take the sticker off. We're going to show you guys around the van a little bit. I just think it looks cleaner without the Rock Van stickers. You can leave them on if you like the name of it. Being a match name to Proline, I think that makes it confusing. So I think it's easier to just take it off here and let this be the HobbyPlus CR-18P van. Lights working, look awesome. You got turn signals. You've got them back here as well. That work. You can set them to flash. If you just want flashing hazards on, does it front and rear. You can turn them off and just have your turn signals, or you can turn them completely off and have no lights. I like them on. I think they're pretty cool. I don't love the turn signals when I'm driving on the trails, but it is what it is. Let's look at the body itself. It's very thick, actually. I found that out as I was taking the stickers off and holding on to it, that it's an impressively thick body. And yeah, the paint on it's good. The windows are masked, so that you can actually see through them. So there's my fingers behind there. waving at you. You can put little figures in there if you want to. They did tint them, which is nice because it gives it the black stickers to go around them. I actually liked this trim. Vans did have a lot of trim. I'm really into the small scale stuff. You guys know that. So if you want to see this compared to another 18th scale, it's right in there. It's the right size. They did it right. So compared to the smaller 24 scale, it's definitely a lot bigger than that. So yeah, so 24 scale is still cute and fun for indoors. These are good for indoors and a little bit of outdoors. And they've done something with this that they've made it really cool. I've already gone ahead and put batteries in everything, powered it up, so we can give it some tests here for you on the bench. This is their new one, they call it. And you have throttle dual rates, steering trim, throttle trims. Those are nice to have, the steering dual rates here to adjust how much throw you have. Steering reverses, throttle reverses, and then you've got these different tabs up here. Dual rates, definitely want to make sure you have this turned all the way to the left, turn it all the way up, and you get tons of steering. In fact, here's how much steering you get. It's crazy. See those portals in there? Got CVDs, so you don't really get a little bit of bump at the end, but it's not bad. Looking underneath, plastic skid plates, plastic links, plastic drive shafts. You do have metal rails. They feel like aluminum rails. They're thin. They're not super thin. They're actually kind of thick. They're just not like stamped C-channel style. So they're just flat rails, which is fine in this scale, I believe. Plastic axles, lots of plastics. Internally, though, in the axles, you do have metal gears, which will make this thing nice. On the bottom here, you've got two little pins that you pull out. Allows you to access underneath the vehicle. You can see all the lighting wires and all that plugged up in here into your ESC, which is right there. All kinds of stuff on that ESC for setting up your lighting and doing kinds of cool stuff in there. So it's a combo ESC receiver. It gets a little problematic if you like running all the lights and everything and you switch over to, say, a Furatech later on. You might not get all the cool stuff going on, but yeah, that's something you have to choose what you want to do there. You can see the motor in here. It's a longer can than the 24 scale axials. What you see in a lot of these 18 scale, same size as my baby Goliath motor, so that would be something to even look at if you wanted to drop in there. But this one seems like it does all right for this scale. Nice low speed control, especially with the way that the gear ratio is set up with the transmission and the portal axles again. So shocks are just plastic with, they're just coilover with, you know, they're friction dampened. There's no oil in them. But it works for what it is. I feel that way for a lot of these. Some people like the oil shocks. I don't find them to be super necessary. I will point out the hardware is Phillips. It does come with a little screwdriver to work on it with, but not nearly as easy to work with as Hex's. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. Everybody's got screwdrivers, so that helps, especially with stuff that might be your first one. It is a 3-link front with the pan hard and the servo mounted up here, tucked up in the top. So you do have that right up tucked in there, your chassis mounted servo, steering links, portals. These have metal gears in them. Bumper in the front, plastic molded headlight buckets, plastic molded grill up here in the front. Got an opening here we could run a winch out of if you wanted. You've got extra lights you could fill in. Plastic molded mirrors that actually reflect. So lots of cool things about it. Back bumper, again, more plastic molded light pieces. And then they tucked away the clips, which we like. So it's pretty neat for the price. It's not a big price tag on these. So get into them for under 150 bucks. And here's where you really see it shine. Let's see. Look at that slow crawl you can do with it right out of the box. Got decent steering too. I was showing that a second ago. And good control. It flexes decent. That's one other thing we could show. It's not going to show it great here. It's not a terrible flex. out of the box. Not anything to write home about. You put longer shocks on or change your shock mounting options or areas, and you can get some more. But I've seen worse out of the box. So let's back this up a little bit with the camera and show you guys it's just kind of getting up and over this stuff. Well, then we'll take it outside on my track, but it's kind of muddy out there, so I want to show you here first. Even the clearance over that's pretty impressive. There you can see that back end. Articulate some, nice. We'll do a 3-point turn here and get back on it. Let's try and get up on here. Show a little bit more of the flex. There it goes. You can see it did lift that rear wheel, but not super terrible. Let's see what the kind of get a nice angle on here. Didn't roll. Let me try it here. We can get a little steeper hit on this front. For being such a tall, heavy body, kind of shocking that it can side hill as good as it just did. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit impressed by that. I thought it was for sure gonna tip on that particular angle. That's why we did it. There we go. That had a little rollover. That included a little bit of that drop inertia moving it. I'll try and keep that back tire up on here tighter and see what it does. Now that's pretty good. I can show you guys from this side if you want to see this angle that it's getting here. So you get a little bit better idea of how far over it is. And actually tuck that back in so it's right closer to it. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's it here just on this little block. We like to show it in here. It's kind of like ideal scenario as far as grip. It's very grippy. The tires show on it. I forgot to mention, speaking of tires, these are fairly soft tires and they're gummy and they've got foam in them and it's a bead lock. So there's screws on the inside here that you can use to take it apart and put different tires on if you want. And they actually have these little threaded on little caps on them. Pretty cool. Hide your nut. But yeah, overall, I think, man, it's pretty slick. And I actually dig it even more now that I've removed some of that extra. It has more of a van look. For some reason, the graphics going up the side for me kind of took away from the look of the van because of the back window here. It's something that I'm more used to seeing. I never had any graphics up there so on our vans. So I just wanted to kind of scale it out that way. But I'm digging the orange and gray. Cool. All right, there's the top view. It's all ribbed up on there. Got nice texture here too. You can see the hood on it. It's a very nice looking van body, if you ask me. I think they got the grill and a lot of things right. And then having this big old bumper on here just makes it off-road ready. I love it. All right, let's take it outside. Alrighty, here we go. Rock van outside. There it goes. Get it. Come on, you want that. Bounce it. There you go. Got it. Getting a phone call here. Alright, here we go. Loving the slow creep that this thing has. Nice turning radius. Almost too much, almost put me over. I was trying to do a tight corner to get over this way. Make this rock. So far it's hooking up good. Not letting that mud get in the way. Taking it slow here. Bumper hit. They're coming at kind of a weird angle at this approach. All right, go ahead and back it up here. Come up this way. Back end is hung. Bumper's catching on a rock back there. Gotta use that steering here. Bring it around. Oh, give that another chance here. There's that mud. Wheel speed for the win on that one. I really like the portal clearance, helping get through some of that. It's a bit steep for how slick it is. Let's go around it a little. There it goes. Overall, we're getting through here. This is always the tricky one. Every vehicle has problems here. So I'm gonna guess the same for this. We haven't found a good way yet. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe the van's gonna do it. There it is. Oh, almost fell out of it. We drove out though. That's nice. Hooked into it, and there it goes. Find the right angles to get through there. Boom. Now to our last hill. Looking good. Good so far here. Just going slow, trying to get that grip. There it is. Let's try and go up this. These tires are doing pretty good, so here we give it a go. One more thing to note, this is driving pretty good one-handed with this radio. So that's been nice. Let's see. Try to servo walk it, the back end's coming too though, that's the problem here. Went into save mode on that one. Looks good. Bumper. Can we get, yeah, there we go. Just have to kind of find your way around, get your line set, and think about how to get tire placement to keep that bumper from hanging. But that's with a lot of these things that can become a problem. Let's drop down in here. That looks nice. I'm trying to think about how to keep that bumper up. That looks good. And out. Awesome. All right, so what are my thoughts here on the CR-18P Rock van from HobbyPlus? Very, very impressed with it out of the box for the first run, you guys. Wow, that did honestly better than I expected it to. Now, it is larger than the 124 scales that we kind of built this course for, but I feel like it did almost as good as the TRX-4M out here on this trail. And it doesn't have some of the features that that has with the big motor and the oil-filled shocks and all of that. So the weight balance of it's okay, especially with the friction shocks. I feel like, you know, it's pretty good, you guys. So I'm impressed. For the cost, you guys, you get a lot of value for this thing. And so thanks to Fair RC for sending this out. We're gonna have a lot more videos of this, guys. We're gonna take it up to Reaction RC, of course. You always wanna see these things up there. That's where we run a lot. So it'll give you an idea of what it looks like compared to where we run our other trucks a lot. We're starting to do more and more back here in the backyard track because we have it. It's a nice course, like a proving grounds, kind of a test area that we've got back here now. And so I'm gonna end it, just do a little bit more run footage, guys, leave some music for you. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. What do you think? Do you like vans? Do vans have a place on the trail? And is this something that is interesting to you? I think they got the look down. They nailed it with the look for sure, and I'm super happy about it. I like vans so much, you guys, that you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of this one. So thanks for tuning in. As always, have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time.